Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, but not good night. The intention of this video is to show you the first certificate reading exam, part 6, called gap text. These are the steps that we need to follow, so let's begin with the first one. Get general information from the introduction and title. As all the information we need to know about what the article is about is here. For example, the physical demands of the job. What job? Former ballet dancer. Good preparation leads to success in ballet dancing. What ballet training actually involves. In other words, the physical demands in ballet training to become successful. After reading the introduction, some teachers advise their students to read the text. I personally disagree with this opinion because time is of the essence, and once you've read it and you are in gap 42, you have forgotten what was saying 37. So my advice is to look for linking devices in the sentences and general ideas, as the focus on this exercise is in text texture, cohesion, and coherence. If you want us to do it together, click pause and find linking devices in the sentences and general idea of each one in order to compare afterwards. Time to click. There are not many grammatical linking devices in this exercise, which is odd. We only have F, which is making reference to this. What does this refer to? Well, it will be said before the gap. And in E, even though the principle is not a linking device, but here it's comparing it to the gym. So due to its importance, I've underlined the principle in order to remember it. To get the main idea, what I do is underline the keywords and then express it in a simpler way for me to understand the meaning. Through endless tries, they control movement. The shoe offers support, but the real strength is in muscles. Technology takes away activity, so it is difficult for most people to imagine the activity that ballet dancers have. The technique may be extreme, but it's not dangerous. The principle is, as in the gym, pushing yourself to the limit to get the desired result. No one can avoid this, and it cannot be avoided because it is done from well-established members to the newest recruits, and it takes a decade to become an expert in any physical discipline. Remember, if there are not many linking devices in the sentences, there are going to be in the text. So, especially in this case, the third step becomes important because we have to analyze the text around each gap. This step is only for beginners due to the importance of the linking devices that are not only in the sentences, but also in the text. But if you are an advanced learner, then you do it in step 4. If you want us to do it together, click pause. In 37, we have this that we don't know right now what it's making reference to, but when there is a pronoun of this type, we always underline it. In 38, we have but, so they are going to contradict whatever is said in the gap, and this lengthy period is going to be mentioned also in the gap. Click pause again if we're doing it together. In 39, there's an even, an emphasizer. So when there are emphasizers, it's important. In 40, there's an addition. It is also. In 41, it says in the same way. So it's making reference to a comparison. And in 42, there's a but. So they are going to contradict again whatever it says in the gap. And there's a pronoun they that we don't know who they are making reference to. So it will be also expressed in the gap. Because you see, we only focus on the grammatical aspect, not the meaning. Okay? These steps that I've made reference to are the most important part of this exercise because we have the general information of what the text is about, we have the linking devices in the sentences and in the text, and we have the general ideas of each paragraph. But before we continue, we have to memorize linking devices and main idea. If you are ready to take the exam, this memorization should take 30 seconds. If you are a beginner, forget about the time, focus on the technique.